Well, first off, Taysean, this season, how special has it been for you?
Starting off where I left off last year, it's been pretty good. Coming in, and I talked to Blocker during the off season, and his plan was to basically give me some off time every other meet and train pretty hard, through those meets. So seeing my times drop like they are, then, I'm feeling pretty good.
MIAA meet, what goals have you set?
Get first in everything I do, Besides the 60, since this is my first time, I think it's my 5th time running the 60, then, my goal is to, get on the podium, just place wherever. But, in the events that I've, been running for 2-3 years already, it's my year this year. I went by that, and I'm standing by that, and I'm trying to get first.
Team-wise, what have you liked out of what you've seen so far this winter?
Well, it's just the fact that we're all competitors, and at practice, we fight to get that #1 spot. I can see everybody pushing each other, trying to get better, and I love that in our team. That's why I came here. I seen that in our team when I got here, and I feel like we all dropping times because of that. Because we're competitors, because we work hard, and I love seeing that.
How much do you like running Plaster Center in Pitt? A nice place.
Yeah, I love it. I actually really do like it. The 300-meter track, the atmosphere. They always have good meets there. Instead of running on a 200 flat, 200 bank, I'd rather run on 300 meters since it's not that different than outdoor. So yeah, it's pretty nice.
Thomas, for you, indoor MIAA meet coming up, what goals have you set?
Well, I'd like to win the 3rd year in a row. I think that'd be really cool. And then since I'm on the bubble right now for nationals, I'd like to run a faster time.
What have you liked about the way your season has gone so far, as far as just the indoor progression you've made?
Well, I really liked that I didn't have to run a lot of 800s early on. So now I'm running them a lot more at the end, and I feel a lot stronger since I have to focus on it early on.
You feel like this might be the best overall team that you've been a part of, as far as just all the events, looking at so many guys you have ranked pretty high?
Yes, yeah. Our team looks really good, pretty much bottom to top in almost every event.
What are your expectations as far as team-wise this weekend, if you have any?
Well, I'd love to see us place in the top 3 for sure. So, but I would definitely expect us to place no lower than hopefully 5th, 4th, in that range.
Well, Alec's MIAA tournament coming up, or meet, I should say, not tournament, meet coming up for you on this week. What goals have you set?
The goal going in is 100% to win. If I don't win, then I'm not going to be upset, but that's definitely the goal. Other than that, the goal is top 3 individually. And then as a team, we look better than we've ever looked, definitely since I've been here. And as a team, I'd also like to finish in the top 3.
And what have you liked about your season so far? Obviously, a lot of really strong meets for you leading up to this point, too.
I had a lot of consistency. My meet results weren't really indicative of the training, but I was really happy with being consistent through the beginning of the season.
MIAA meet coming up, what goals have you set for yourself?
Usually my goal is to score a point, but considering the fact that I'm so close to making it onto the nationals list to get in, that's kind of my goal right now, is to PR and be able to make it in.
To have already reached a school record this year, what do you feel like that has said about your progression and how you've grown as an athlete here?
I'd definitely say I've grown a lot. Considering it being my last season, I had to take it serious, and my hard work definitely paid off, and I'm pretty sure Steve is probably happy with that. So,
does that raise your level of expectation this weekend, or just make you look forward to it maybe a little more, just kind of seeing how your progression has gotten?
My goal this weekend is to continue to have fun with it. I don't want to think too much about my form or the time, but I know if I have fun, I'll be more relaxed and it'll go better.
Jazmin, MIAA meet coming up. What goals have you set?
My biggest goal is to just get a really good jump and long jump because that's what I've been struggling with the most this season.
What have you liked about your season to this point, leading up to it? Obviously, you have had quite a bit of success already.
My running events have really come along this season. I've gotten faster in the 200, so just working on those, I know that that'll help me on my runway this week.
Top to bottom, what do you think you guys have as far as team goals? It looks like so many more of your teammates are ranked pretty highly in their events as well, and this seems like a really good, hopefully a good weekend for the Hornets in general.
I know the girls team, we want to go in better than what we came in ranks, so that's a lot of knowing that you're not just running for yourself, but running for or competing for your team as well.
MIAA meet's coming up next.
Yep.
Looking at this meet, what expectations, what goals do you have for both your men and your women?
The biggest thing for us, I think we always look into is reach our potential. You know, run to our best. You know, come away with season best, lifetime bests. If we put the work in and we've trusted the process and the results take care of themselves, then we see where we fall. You know, so I think we're looking really good, and I think we could come away with some pretty hopefully good accomplishments.
The exciting thing about this season has to be that you've had a lot of people have personal best and school record best.
Yeah, it's been good. You know, we feel like I think the group as a whole, the men and the women, are right where they need to be. I think emotionally, mentally, and they're riding a real good wave, real positive outlook, and if they can carry this into the weekend, which I think they can, they could come away doing some really good things.
How much have you enjoyed seeing some of the growth from the athletes that maybe didn't have the accolades coming in? Obviously, the expectations were probably pretty high for Taysean and Jazmin and some of those, but
yeah.
See Lati get a school record and see some of the others that maybe were walk-ons or just kind of middle of the road kind of things, taking that big next step, heading in, over the last couple of weeks. How encouraging has that been?
Very. You know, I mean, that's really why I got into coaching was, you know, I was that guy. I was the walk-on, and so it's fun to see those athletes take the leaps and bounds, like even to see whether it is Taysean, you know, to go from, 47.5 to 47.2, he's got to develop. To see a kid like Luke Stenzel come in and split 46 seconds on distance medley a couple weeks ago, huge. Thomas obviously was a walk-on. So all those athletes coming in, Lati, reaching her potential, it means a ton to us as coaches. And, you think we want to win, but if we don't reach our potential, then that's impossible. And so to see them reach that level of accomplishment, I think to me is most satisfaction. And wherever we finish, that's where we're going to be. So I think we'll do pretty well.
Overall, the team you feel as well-rounded as it is, do you feel like they're reaching their potential maybe at a more peak time than most of the other ones that you've even had since you've been here?
I hope so. We've tried to do just one or two things a little bit differently, and the most important things between the elite performers and the also-rans sometimes is just doing the little things right. And so we've tried to make small adjustments here or there, hopefully keep things more geared towards performance and get rid of some ticky-tack injuries. And I think so far it's worked in our favor. So hopefully we keep it rolling through this weekend.
Talk a little bit about the depth of the MIAA, just how tough of a conference this is.
Yeah, it never gets any easier. I mean, it's you see teams have a so-called down year, and they're still ranked in top 25 or top 35 or whatever it is nationally. We run into a little bit of a glitch this week because the weather didn't play out in our favor, but we're hoping that it's a little bit of a blessing going into some of these other programs that they're loaded for bear. But we said it time and time again, I'd rather be in this conference and compete against the very best, the most elite, than call off the dogs in the lesser conference. So this is where we want to be, and this is what we measure ourselves against, and that's what we'll do.
Well, you're actually one of those top 25 teams now.
Yeah.
Is that a little different coming into this?
It is, it is, and we've been solely focusing on staying relaxed and focusing on a conference championship. What can we do as a team? Where can we be as a program? And then we'll worry about the national meet when the national meet gets here. But these guys have executed perfectly so far. Everything has gone right according to plan. So hopefully we can, like I said, keep it rolling through the weekend, and good things will just keep on going. And the goal, we could be in top 10 indoors. That'd be great. So we'll see where we stack up.